Hi, so this is Anna Imagination, and this is Psych Soup. I just saw this meme and I went, oh my God, I have got to comment, but I don't feel like typing it all out. So the meme is when change is occurring in your life, expect an emotional response. Now, I am in the process of posting this to my Facebook, and I'm also going to tag this video onto it for an explanation because it is easily one of my favorite topics to talk about. I looked at the comments from this meme and it was a lot of people going, oh my God, and wow, and oh, I can't wait for this. And this is where I went, oh, this is yummy candy for me. I love psych candy. That needs to be one of my playlists next is psych candy. This is really it. This is where I get fun. So the cognitive core is basically a thing inside of your identity that runs and processes all of your beliefs into perspectives. It literally is the machine in your brain, in your mind, that turns a belief and your ethics and your identity into a perspective. It's a process. And this process is called the cognitive core processing. Now, you're not going to find any of this on Google. You cannot find this in psych. This is my own stuff. This is part of triadic healing. So what the subconscious mind does is basically it requires, well, just one person, the subconscious mind, to go in, process the belief, enter it into the cognitive core, and then it goes through a series of a process, a 12-step process, which I've broken down. And when it's done processing, you have a perspective formed. Now, this happens very, very quickly, or it happens very, very, very slowly. The faster it happens, the more it can hurt, the more there's going to be an emotional response. The emotions are the result of the cognitive core processing that the subconscious mind literally produces to communicate to you, hey, this is how things are going up here. Okay. Now, conscious awareness doesn't know any of this because you haven't been educated yet. So once you realize that this is happening inside of your brain, then the cognitive core processing, when it occurs, you can start receiving this information and these messages from your subconscious mind, and you can start going, oh, that's what's happening upstairs. I have received a new belief, and it is currently being processed by the cognitive core guided through the subconscious mind. Now, there is a problem. If you have your fear system activated, and you probably do, because everybody has mental illness, and mental illness comes from your fear system. If you have your fear system activated, then your fear system, just like Jerry, is going to roll up his sleeves and get involved. So you have the subconscious mind standing there at the cognitive core, walking through the processing, and Jerry comes along and starts cramming his own beliefs into the cognitive core. Immediately, this upsets the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind starts to argue with the fear system. Now, the subconscious mind just wants to keep identity safe, and the fear system also wants to keep identity safe, but they're not in agreement of how to do this. And because fear system is activated, Jerry's going to step in and do his own thing stupidly. And he's going to interfere with the beliefs and the programming to make sure that the subconscious mind processes everything in alignment with the fear system. And to do this, the cognitive core generates emotions from our amygdala to pass down to conscious awareness and say, hey, we got a feeling of fear happening here because our cognitive alignment is starting to get into a shifting position that communicates that a fearful or dangerous situation is in our future. Immediately, conscious awareness, it's going to feel that emotion, panic, send everything back over to the fear system, who then resists the perspective change. And now you have the stages of grief starting to creep in because there's a delay and a jam in the processing center. This is where grief comes from. So as conscious awareness, you can step in once you're educated on all the different emotions and what they all mean, and you can literally alter your limiting beliefs. You can turn down the fear system and say, shut up, get the hell out of here. I have a defense system that I can use. Thank you, fear. And then the cognitive core can align its processing accordingly and in a very simple manner that will give you a healthy perspective. And a reminder that perspective is not reality, it is point of view. Really, really, really important that you start to really gauge that understanding that perspective is not reality or truth. Perspective is a point of view. and a point of view can be changed. This gets really awesome. So, this is your cognitive core. This is my response to when change is occurring in your life. Expect an emotional response. You want that emotional response because the emotions are literal messages from your subconscious mind saying, hey, guys, this is the situation. This is what's going on, and this is what we need you to do. And you are supposed to be stepping in conscious awareness and doing what you're supposed to be doing. But you haven't been consciously aware, which is the problem. So raise your conscious awareness and you can start getting information from your subconscious mind about the emotional responses that you're having so you know what you're supposed to be doing with them so you can make sure that your processing core actually processes in a healthy way. And then you get to start disciplining your subconscious mind. That's just, yeah. Welcome to the healing garden.